Hi Scorpio, I hope you guys are all doing peachy. I'm sorry it's been a hot minute since I did a reading for you, a little bit longer than I expected. There's been a lot going on astrologically, and I went to do your reading last week. I was gonna do Virgo, Libra, and you guys, and Spirit was like, no, you need to sit down, you need to take a time out. I'm an empath, and I knew that there were a lot of energies going on around me that were affecting me, that I'm like, this is not my energy. And they're like, it's really strong right now. Like, you just need to take a time out. You need to meditate. You need to do what you got to do and not do readings right now. So I did what they told me. And that's that. I kind of pouted and I was a child about it for a hot minute, but I got through it. There were multiple things I got told to sit down on, so I wasn't very happy. But here we are. We got through it. 101 when I just looked up, got through it, and now we're here. Scorpio, if you are interested in a private reading with me, that information is on my About page here on YouTube, my email, and all about my readings. Scorpio, what else was I gonna say to you? If you want to show some love and hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. If you want more readings from me and you want to hit the subscribe button, that's awesome. So Scorpio, let's get into your reading. Let's get to it. It's really interesting because I feel like, Scorpio, you've got the crow and you have many paths coming through here. And it's interesting, the crow came through in Libra's reading, if you have Libra in your chart, but your reading is very different from Libra's. So what I'm getting here is that you've outgrown yourself. Like, you've outgrown who you know yourself to be in this lifetime. Like, what you see as truths about yourself, whether that be truths that you have discovered or truths that things that have been said to you that have become your truth, possibly in your life as well. It's like you're uncovering parts of yourself that you've never experienced before in this physical lifetime. I feel like you are tapping into, we do have the Age of Light here. You've been training for this for lifetimes. I feel like you are tapping into every facet of your soul, every part of you. Somehow, I don't know what you're doing, Scorpio, but this is a really beautiful energy, but it's also, it's changing your perspective because you've got this like come together and magic prayer coming through here for you. And Spirit was saying, speak your prayers, meditate for an answer, and act in faith. I feel like there's an opportunity here for you to, this come together card is a sharing of love. It can be a connection between you and your higher self, for sure. But for some of you, it can be a connection between you and another person, whether that is a lover, a friend, a family member. There's someone coming in here for you. This person activates your inner child in some kind of way that brings this, you know how children, like, there's this discovery, right? They come in and there's this wonder and everything is new. This person or this experience for you, if this is between you and your higher self, because we do have finding sanctuary here, opening to your spiritual source, it's tapping you into something that brings out your inner child, that is pushing you outside your comfort zone, bringing you into experiences that you've never had before, opening up paths that you've never walked before. Sorry, my cat. I was holding her in between your reading and Libra's because she came in on Libra's reading and was like begging for attention, and now I have cat hair on my face. It's like this person or this experience brings in this journey of self-discovery, like finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source, and wandering path, and enjoy the journey. There's this playful energy. There's also this feeling of maybe in the past, maybe you felt like there was is disalignment a word? Like misalignment? Like maybe people told you, you know how when we're kids and you can have, you know, aunts or uncles and they say, oh, Scorpio, you're just like mom, or Scorpio, you're just like dad, and this and this about your personality. And you're, even as a kid, you're like, I don't think I'm like that. But like if it's said to you enough times, it starts to stick. Or being around, it's just like when you're a kid and you have people tell you those kind of things, and even as you get older, it's like, no, that's not me. Like that's not who I am. Or as an adult, you have new experiences, and you, like, say you lived in the same town for, you know, like 18 years, and then you move away and you start to discover things about yourself that you couldn't really uncover while you were in your hometown around the same people all the time and the same environment. It's like something is putting you in a new environment, on a new path. And yeah, it's like the journey of rediscovering you. What song? That's a Journey song, I think. I get to experience the journey of rediscovering you. I don't know if somebody wants to look that up. Something about the journey of rediscovering you. And it's exciting. And there's all these, we've got Water Guardian here, connect with your emotions, which you are a water sign. And then we have Animal Guardian, trust your instincts. It's interesting because this deck that this comes from, the Angels and Ancestors deck, I think there's less than 10 Guardian cards in that deck. And it's a good sized deck. It's the least amount of cards for the groups in the cards. The groups in the deck, the Guardians have the least amount. So the fact that you got 2 Guardians, I feel like your emotions are going to be very important at this time to connect with, to guide you. Like, and that's true all the time, but I feel like especially during this time, it's something about your gut. Like you'll feel it in your second and third chakras, your sacral and your solar plexus, which is like where your soul sits. It's like a soul connect. You could have a soul connection coming in with someone, and this could be someone you've spent lifetimes with. And some of you, like when I think about the sacral, like emotional intimacy, emotional and physical intimacy, there's a vulnerability coming through here as well. Like with this doe she's holding in her hands, there's a lot of wings here as well. You've got these light wings on this magic prayer card. Both of these guardians have wings, obviously. But you've got this many paths card, if I can pick it up. I don't know if you'll be able to see it because it's very faint, very subtle on this card, but you see this figure of a person, and then there's wings. I feel like you're transforming, you're going through a rebirth of some sort. And it's like things that were true. It's interesting, you've got the crow, so we had the crow and you have the crow here as well on both of these. That's really fascinating. Yeah. I feel like there's instincts that are awakening within you that you haven't used in this lifetime either. Maybe emotions that you haven't felt in this lifetime. This is really fascinating, Scorpio. I feel like something or someone is pushing you outside your comfort zone and bringing out your inner child, and it's really fun. We've got dance. Do something to shift your vibration. I feel this, like you're going to want to dance, like you want to dance with life, you want to play. There's this very playful energy. We've got incoming blossoming abundance. You have incoming abundance and we have contract here. So increasing wealth and value. Abundance, though, is not just money. I know most people think abundance, they think money. It's also, it's the opposite of scarcity. So if there's something in your life, Scorpio, where you've been feeling like there's a scarcity, there's a lack, I feel like that is changing. Like you're finding a path, you're being put on a path towards that. We've got contract. I feel like it's a soul contract for a lot of you. Some of you, maybe there was another message that was coming through, which was much more soft and maybe just for like a few of you. But you may be finding that there are a lot of, say you have like a lot of different skills in, this sounds like the movie Taken. It's like you're a specific person with a specific set of skills which are very separate, and you would never think that they would come together. It's like, I'm this person in the daytime, I'm this person in the morning, this person in the afternoon, this person at night. And it's like somehow they're all merging, like all these different truths which usually would not come together, all these paths that usually would not come together, you're somehow merging them. And being able to like profit off of that could just be for like someone that was coming through. But I feel like it's really interesting. You came through in Libra's reading too. I said that before I started. 1222, when I just looked up. Contract always reminds me of justice. You could be connecting with a Libra. I'm not going to push that. That could just be for like one person as well. But I feel like a lot of you have like a partnership of some sort, like coming together, a contract. Like you have a soul contract, a soul partnership with someone else in this lifetime. And that doesn't have to be romantic, like I said, but there's a lot of love shared in this. You may have walked very different paths in your life up into this point, and that's why it may feel like it's bringing out your inner child and that discovery and uncovering new parts of yourself. It's really interesting. We've even got full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. When I think of Sagittarius, I think of learning, and I think of being outside your comfort zone, because usually, you know, Sagittarius can talk about like that, like foreign travel kind of energy, but learning and expansion. I'm mostly thinking of Jupiter, aren't I? But no, that's more Sagittarius, because Jupiter and Pisces, or Jupiter rules Pisces as well, and that's not the exact energy that comes through. Yeah, it's also, it's funny because you've got like the archer, you've got the arrow, and arrows shoot straight, right? Like you aim and you shoot straight, and you've got the wandering path, enjoy the journey. I feel like you've been on a wandering path of discovery, and you are uncovering something about yourself. All right, we also have the rabbit here, which rabbits to me talk about abundance, fertility. Rabbits multiply quickly. It also can be a little bit of a skittish energy, like rabbits, if they're startled, they run really quickly, right? And I do feel like you are being pushed outside your comfort zone in some way. I'm going to read this to you. It says, opportunity, birth, and creativity. You are being guided to clean out your mental closet, release emotional baggage, find your inner child, and design your life your way. Open your eyes, mind, and heart to the opportunities around you and stay in one spot long enough to appreciate the moment. I don't even think I read this before I did your reading. I think I just know what I know about the rabbit. That's interesting. Release emotional baggage, and that kind of came through in like letting go of what, you know, if people have tried to tell you who you are in past years, or, you know, things that are still stuck around mentally that aren't yours. Open your eyes, mind, and heart to the opportunities around you and stay in one spot long enough to appreciate the moment. I like that. Okay, I'm going to pull a Divine 1555 when I just looked up. I'm going to pull a Divine Feather Messenger card for you guys, Scorpio, and read it to you. Ooh, we got the Peacock. Inherent wisdom is emerging at this time. Watch it and ready yourself for a rebirth. I said you were going through a rebirth. All right, let's find this in the deck here. Peacock. Many cultures, myths, and traditions honor Peacock, especially through the eye feathers, as a mystical and wise messenger of power and resurrection. In ancient Egypt, the peacock feathers were thought to be akin to the eye of Horus, the all-seeing watcher. The ancient Greeks honored Peacock as the watchman over the goddess Hera. Peacock is the national bird of India and is represented through that culture's art in color, pattern, and symbol. The peacock is closely associated with the phoenix rising from the ashes because of its enduring brilliance. The peacock feather came to symbolize resurrection in early Christianity. The wise messenger fans open to remind you that you are a soul first and foremost. The soul has a wisdom contained from every lifetime. Oh my God, Scorpio. Although you may not be aware of your inner wisdom, you are being awakened now to the wise, watchful soul that you possess. This may come in the form of a new outlook, renewed interests, reawakened learning, or a more powerful process of shedding the old, worn-out experiences in your life. As this process unfolds, know that you are on steady ground and be open to a rebirth in some area of your life. Trust that your wise soul is guiding you through your human experience. Holding the highest vision for yourself is the gift of this messenger. Finding the wisdom of your soul's long journey home is divine. And there's an affirmation. If you guys want to say it 3 times, I'm going to say it 3 times. And you can say it with me if you want to affirm it. It says, I invite a greater understanding of my soul's divine wisdom. I invite a greater understanding of my soul's divine wisdom. I invite a greater understanding of my soul's divine wisdom. All right, I love this for you, Scorpio. I'm sending you lots of love, wishing you all the best. Until next time, bye-bye.